So I did some more work on the cowboy slash sheriff styrofoam drawing. If I don't finish it today, with it currently being 9:03 p.m., I'll definitely be able to finish it tomorrow. I also did some work on the back. At one point, drawing one of those water canteens you might have seen U.S. soldiers use during World War II, if not even older than this, or maybe as recently as the Vietnam War. Either way, it's supposed to look like an old-timey water canteen. I think I recall finishing the belt maybe around noon or 1 p.m. at the latest. Though I did most of today's work later in the day. This is pasta that Dad's mom gave us when Dad stopped to visit. His parents after work. From my knowledge, this is the shells pasta with what seems to be hamburger meat or possibly meatloaf. This seems to be a piece of sausage. And some tomato sauce. This is the leftover bread from Salvatore's the other day. First, at noon, 12:30 p.m., when I had the mac and cheese, that I was meant to have in the morning. I decided I would wait until I had the chicken and corn dish Dad prepared for me in the fridge. I decided I would have the garlic bread around that time, and then when that time came around, I decided I would have it later again. This looks like a piece of carrot cake to me. At least that's what I think of when I see this. That's most likely something Dad's mom gave us. For the chicken and corn dish, I put some of the new Heinz ketchup on the chicken. It seems I actually had the mac and cheese around 10:30 in the morning. I didn't finish that pot of coffee until about noon. And then I ended up having the chicken and corn around 2:30 p.m. It was around 6:30 when Dad took me out for some driving lessons. In the same high school parking lot as before. Only this time, there was a increased focus on staying within arbitrary lanes. And some more real lanes, or some lanes more arbitrary than the others, in order to get used to the kind of lanes I'll need to stay in on the actual roads. I'm actually decided to invest knowledge points into this ancient wonder because if I upgrade it to level 5, then I'll be able to fill the rune circle for this ancient wonder. As I did earlier today for the Dwarven Bulwark. And I made some, because of all the inevitable broken rune shards I got from doing that, I made this much progress on Inar's embassy. The 2 baskets of groceries are about 3 hours and a quarter away. In general, Dad says my handling of the steering wheel is getting better. based off the feedback he's given me, it seems my turns within the parking lot are a little too wide. I made some progress in easing into brakes. I made some progress in remembering the turn signal. To turn signal, at least for Dad's car, there's this knob that's to the right of the steering wheel. Or maybe to the left of it. Either way, it's more toward this way of the steering wheel. And it kind of looks like a stick, that knob. You move it up if you want to signal this way, and down if you want to signal this way. At least according to my memory. It was dark out. It was a green winter day. Technically late winter day. We're a bit less than a month away before the start of spring. There were very few cars within that parking lot, but there were a couple instances in which a car entered that parking lot. I'm not entirely sure why someone would park into a high school parking lot. At around 6:30 p.m. But that's what happened, and whenever that happened, Dad would have me park the car, and I would keep it from moving by keeping my foot on the brake. There are certain shift modes for cars. They're generally they go from park, reverse, neutral, drive, and then manual. Most likely in that order. Obviously, you put it in park if in order to park it, but even in drive, it won't move as long as you've got your foot on the brake. These are the markings that Dad made within this box. Well, box lid for the Ultimate Sharpie collection that Mom got me for Christmas. This color is actually suggested by Dad for the boots. This one right here. This color ended up being picked for the leather chaps, or the cowboy chaps. That's my best attempt at correctly pronouncing it. Those, that basically leather shell that gets attached to a pair of jeans in one way or another. Based off some Bing searches I made and websites I went on based off of images, it seems you use a sort of belt in order to attach the leather chaps onto the pants. Maybe that's the case for the Texas flag belt buckle. That sort of belt. I made searches like cowboy chaps, cowboy boots, and water canteen. And it was an image of an old-timey water canteen, plus the design they put on a newer Western-themed water canteen with a plastic lid and plastic handle for that lid. That gave me the idea to draw a water canteen on the back of the cowboy's pants. I may go forward with my idea to do a morning sky, foresty, naturey background drawing on the boots. Or to follow Dad's advice. My dad's advice, and color the boots this one solid color. I already colored in the stitching for it. Though if I go with my idea, it'll ruin the theme of an old-timey cowboy. I could draw in some embroidered flowers and leaves. Onto the sides of the front. That's a possibility. And maybe some on the sides of the back. Yeah, the important thing is that there are options, and I'm getting to practice my Styrofoam drawing. Some techniques. I'm still getting acquainted with ultra-fine Sharpie markers. My current disciple is on level 875 within the Congregate Games sword fight. I researched all of the fighting scrolls to their current maximum level of 25. I don't think their maximum level will ever be raised again, because in order for your maximum level on a fighting skill to go above 25, one of your rivals at a school has to raise their level in that particular fighting skill above 25. I should be able to get the billion platinum. I need to upgrade the forge and get an additional 20% bonus to sword damage and armor health, and a 10% additional health bonus to shields. It's just a total of 10% for the shields, since they get half of the usual armor health bonus. I currently have 970.8 million platinum, and I get about 500,000 platinum each minute. It's 9:31 p.m. right now. I'm currently at a training level of 975. I have 45 silver lineage coins, since a training level of 975 is a new record for me, at least for Area 1. I'm going to spend my next gold lineage coin at level 1000 training, most likely on a gold skill upgrade to be able to store a total of 3 charges of the basic secret administration ability. And in terms of my silver lineage coins, most likely at I'm going to go for the basic research religious lineage upgrade, which costs 60 silver lineage coins, so I'll have to get to training level 990 in order to earn enough. And this will reduce the amount of research time wasted from maxing out scrolls while sleeping. The basic auto research skill means I automatically change to a new not maxed out scroll after an hour of maxing out a scroll. I just noticed that I had a charge for the secret administration skill or ability, and now I just use the secret training ability, getting up to level 880 for about 6 hours and 9 minutes of secret training, since I have that 5% use bonus for the secret training skill. The secret training skill, a 5% use bonus onto the base of 3 hours. This is the magnesium water. I had the zinc. I had first the olive oil water extra version, then the zinc, and then the apple cider vinegar water in the morning. All right before Dad went to work. Anyway, I now have enough platinum to go and upgrade the forge. I just upgraded it to level 7, so that should help me a bit in getting the wins necessary to reach higher training levels. Although I generally get more experience from losing fights or duels within sword fight because of that experience on lost military lineage perk that's based off of offline experience earnings rather than for wins where it's just a fixed amount essentially. And the length of the actual duel or fight itself isn't factored in at all. Like it is for when you lose.